Hey there, welcome to my first review video. Today we're gonna take a look at the Wiko Darkmoon. This phone has a lot of nice features like a 4.7-inch HD screen, 3G, 1.3 GHz quad-core processor and more. The Darkmoon by Wiko is a thin, light and overall great device at its price point. Let's take a look. This phone seems to have a pretty good build, however I have never dropped it, so I don't know how easily it will break. Wiko also makes cases and screen protectors for their products, so you will be able to protect your device. The back of the phone is made from aluminum except for the strips on the bottom and the top. Those are plastic. On the right side of the phone you will find the power button and the volume rockers. On the left side you'll find one of the two SIM slots. On the top you have a micro USB port and a 3.5mm headphone jack. On the bottom you'll only find a microphone. By removing the top plastic plate, you reveal one extra SIM slot and a micro SD card slot. Now, let's take a look at the screen. This phone has a 4.7-inch HD screen with a resolution of 720 by 1280. Looks like the viewing angles aren't that good, but that is just because of the lighting. Viewing angles are just fine thanks to the IPS panel. The screen is in the brightest mode right now, but you can see how dim it actually gets. Next, we will take a look at the camera. This phone has an 8-megapixel rear camera and the 5-megapixel front camera. The camera app is good, but I like the shutter to be a bit faster. The camera doesn't take up the whole screen with its viewfinder, but you can set it to full screen if you wish. Here I'm testing the shutter speed, and as you can see I'm pushing the button a lot and it only takes a few pictures. Now let's take a look at the front camera. You have to bear in mind that this is still a front camera, so it actually is pretty good. Next, we're taking a look at the performance. It runs stock Android perfectly fine, although sometimes it skips a frame. Like you just saw right there. You won't really notice it though. All apps seem to be running smoothly, but sometimes the phone just freezes. That doesn't happen very often. Okay Google, make me a sandwich.
Cook your sandwich.
Now let's play some games. Let's try again. And again. Yeah. I should probably play another game.
Welcome to Hawaii.
This is a heavier 3D game. As you can see, the processor handles the game perfectly well. And now for some other things I would like to say. you can hear a sample of how the speaker sounds. I think it's pretty good for a backwards facing speaker. You also get a pretty bright flash. This phone comes with Android 4.2.2, which isn't the latest, but it isn't bad either. Here you can see that the Play Store works just fine. It may not be the last version though. Lastly, I would like to point out that this phone has an LED notification light, but it's only red and green. Not a big problem for me. And then it all comes down to this question: should you buy this phone? I think you can't really do anything wrong for a phone at this price point, but it depends on your personal preference. If you like what the Darkmoon has to offer, then definitely give it a try. This was Mighty Tech, see you next time.